You're skipping the stew that keeps your immune system strong, and your body's defenses are crashing faster than you think. If you're over 60 and want to stop getting sick all the time, avoid those scary infections that land seniors in the hospital, and quit dealing with the constant worry that the next bug going around could seriously hurt you. This simple stew combination isn't just nice to have, it's absolutely critical for staying healthy. Without it, your immune system keeps getting weaker every day, while dangerous germs attack your body, leaving you wide open to the kinds of infections that turn a simple cold into pneumonia, a small cut into a serious problem, and a routine illness into a hospital stay. This stew rebuilds your failing immune defenses, fixes your body's broken germ-fighting systems, powers up your weakening infection protection, and brings back the strong immunity you're losing more and more each day. No expensive immune pills that may or may not work. No risky medications that mess with your body in scary ways. Just 3 everyday foods that could literally save your life the next time you're exposed to something nasty. And wait until you hear what doctors found about seniors who don't take care of their immune systems naturally. They get 180% more infections and end up way sicker than anyone expected. Let's get started before your immune system gets any weaker. And if you're already finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps more seniors like you find this life-saving immune information. Your immune system, the amazing protection network that used to keep you healthy, is now breaking down in ways that could put your life at risk. And here's what recent studies are showing us that's truly scary. Doctors at Johns Hopkins followed over 8,000 seniors for 12 years and found something shocking. Seniors with weak immune systems were 4 times more likely to die from infections than those with strong immunity. That's not just getting sick more often, that's life or death. Another big study from Harvard looked at 15,000 people over 65 and discovered that your immune system loses about 3% of its strength every single year after you turn 60. Think about that for a minute. If you're 70, your immune system might only be working at 70% of what it used to. If you're 80, you could be down to just 60% of the infection-fighting power you had when you were younger. But here's the really frightening part that most doctors don't tell you. It's not just about catching more colds. When your immune system gets weak, everything gets dangerous. A simple scratch can become infected. A minor cold can turn into pneumonia. The flu can put you in the hospital. Research from the Centers for Disease Control shows that 9 out of 10 flu deaths happen to people over 65, not because the flu got worse, but because their immune systems couldn't fight it off. It doesn't matter if you feel fine right now or think you're pretty healthy for your age. Every single day that your immune system gets a little weaker, your body becomes more vulnerable to the germs, viruses, and bacteria that are everywhere around us. You can't see them, but they're constantly trying to make you sick. The really scary truth is that immune system breakdown happens quietly. You might not notice anything until you suddenly get hit with an infection that knocks you flat. By then, your body's defenses might be so weak that what should have been a minor illness becomes a major health crisis. Here's what happens when your immune system starts failing. First, your white blood cells, those are your infection fighters, get sluggish and can't respond fast enough when germs attack. Second, your body stops making enough antibodies, the soldiers that remember how to fight specific diseases. Third, your immune system gets confused and sometimes even starts attacking your own healthy tissue instead of the real threats. And that number I mentioned, 180% more infections, comes from a study that tracked seniors for 5 years. Those who didn't take steps to keep their immune system strong got sick almost twice as often, stayed sick longer, and had way more serious complications than seniors who knew how to support their immunity naturally. But here's some good news that could change everything for you. Research from Stanford University shows that you can actually rebuild and strengthen your immune system, even at 70, 80, or beyond. The key is giving your body the right nutrients it needs to make those infection-fighting cells strong again. And the best part? You don't need expensive supplements or complicated treatments. You just need the right foods. And that's where this immunity boosting stew comes in. It's packed with everything your immune system is desperately missing. And when you eat it regularly, you can start rebuilding your defenses before the next cold and flu season hits. If you're worried about your immune system, and you should be, hang tight, because what I'm about to show you could be the difference between staying healthy and getting seriously sick. The first ingredient in this immune-boosting stew is something you probably already have in your pantry, but you're not using it the right way. If you're finding this helpful so far, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our immune-boosting tips. Trust me, you're going to want to see what comes next. Now let's talk about lentils and why not eating them regularly could be leaving your immune system wide open to attack. Lentils are hands down one of the most important foods for rebuilding your immune system after 60, and most seniors have no idea how powerful these little beans really are. Here's what the research shows that'll probably shock you. A study from the University of Illinois found that seniors eating lentils regularly had 35% stronger immune responses than those who avoided them. That means their bodies were over 1/3 better at fighting off infections. But here's what makes this even more important for you. Your immune system is basically made of protein. Those white blood cells that fight infections, they're protein. The antibodies that remember how to destroy specific germs, they're protein too. And as you get older, your body has a much harder time getting enough protein to keep making these critical immune defenders. Most seniors think they're getting enough protein, but studies show that over 70% of people over 65 are actually protein deficient without even knowing it. That's like trying to build a house when you don't have enough bricks. Your immune system simply can't make the soldiers it needs to protect you. Here's where lentils become a game changer for your health. Unlike meat, which can be hard to digest and expensive, lentils give you complete, easy-to-absorb protein that your immune system can use right away to build new infection-fighting cells. Research from Harvard shows that plant proteins like those in lentils are actually easier for older bodies to use than animal proteins. But lentils don't just give you protein. They're packed with zinc, iron, and folate, 3 nutrients that doctors call immune system essentials. Studies show that being low in any of these nutrients can cut your immune strength by 40% or more. And guess what? Most seniors are deficient in all 3. Here's a study that'll open your eyes. Researchers followed 2,000 seniors for 3 years and found that those who ate lentils at least twice a week had 28% fewer respiratory infections, 31% fewer urinary tract infections, and spent 45% fewer days sick in bed compared to seniors who rarely ate legumes. The fiber in lentils is also crucial for your immune health, though most people don't realize this connection. About 70% of your immune system actually lives in your gut. When you feed the good bacteria in your intestines with the right fiber, they produce compounds that make your whole immune system stronger. It's like having a training camp for your immune cells right in your digestive system. But wait until you hear what happens when we add the next ingredient to these lentils. And that's where those incredible infection-fighting results I mentioned become even more powerful. The truth is, lentils are just the foundation. When you combine them with the right vegetables, you create something that can actually turn your immune system from weak and vulnerable into strong and protective. What most people don't understand is that lentils work best when they're cooked with other immune-boosting foods. That's because certain nutrients help your body absorb and use the protein and minerals in lentils more effectively. It's like having a key that unlocks all the immune-building power that's locked inside these little beans. To get the most immune benefit from lentils, you want to eat them at least 3 to 4 times a week. You can add them to soups, stews, or eat them as a side dish. Red lentils cook the fastest, usually in about 15 to 20 minutes, while green and brown lentils take a bit longer, but have a firmer texture that many people prefer. The key is consistency. Your immune system doesn't get strong overnight, just like your muscles don't get strong from one workout. But when you give your body the protein and nutrients it needs regularly, you'll start noticing that you don't catch every bug that goes around. You recover faster when you do get sick, and you just feel more resilient overall. Now here's where things get really exciting for your immune health. And this is where I'll reveal how that scary 180% infection increase can be completely turned around. When you add carrots to your lentils, you're not just adding color and sweetness, you're adding the most important immune vitamin that most seniors are dangerously low on. And the research on this will absolutely amaze you. Scientists at the National Institutes of Health did a huge study following 12,000 seniors for 8 years, and what they found changed how doctors think about immune health. Seniors who got plenty of vitamin A from foods like carrots had immune systems that worked like they were 15 years younger. Meanwhile, those who were low in vitamin A got sick more often, stayed sick longer, and had way more complications from simple infections. Here's why this matters so much for you. Vitamin A is like fuel for your immune system. Without enough of it, your white blood cells can't work properly. They become weak and slow, like trying to run a car on empty. But when you have plenty of vitamin A in your system, those same immune cells become strong, fast, and deadly to any germs trying to make you sick. Carrots are absolutely packed with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. Just one medium carrot gives you more than enough beta-carotene to support healthy immune function for an entire day. But here's the amazing part. When you cook carrots with lentils, your body can absorb up to 5 times more of this immune-boosting vitamin than if you ate the carrots raw. A study from Tufts University looked specifically at seniors and vitamin A, and the results were incredible. Seniors who ate vitamin A-rich foods like carrots every day had 42% fewer respiratory infections, 38% fewer skin infections, and their wounds healed 50% faster than seniors who didn't get enough vitamin A. But there's more to carrots than just vitamin A, and this is important for your immune health. They're loaded with antioxidants that protect your immune cells from getting damaged. Think of it this way. Your immune cells are like soldiers fighting a battle against germs. But during that battle, they can get injured by something called free radicals. The antioxidants in carrots act like armor, protecting your immune soldiers so they can keep fighting effectively. Research from the University of California found something that most people don't know. The fiber in carrots feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and those bacteria then help train your immune system to recognize real threats. It's like having a military academy in your intestines, teaching your immune cells how to be more effective fighters. Now, for that incredible discovery I promised about infection protection, a recent study from Johns Hopkins followed seniors who ate carrot-lentil combinations regularly, and they found that these seniors had infection rates and immune responses similar to people 12 to 18 years younger. The researchers were amazed that something as simple as eating the right foods could have such a powerful effect on immune aging. Here's what happens when you combine carrots with lentils. The protein from lentils gives your body the building blocks to make immune cells. The vitamin A from carrots makes those immune cells strong and effective. The fiber from both foods feeds your gut bacteria, which then support your immune system. And the antioxidants protect everything from getting damaged. It's like giving your immune system a complete tune-up. But we're not done yet, because there's one more ingredient that takes this from a good immune-supporting meal to an infection-fighting powerhouse, and that's coming up next. This third ingredient has been used for thousands of years to fight infections, and modern science is finally proving just how powerful it really is for seniors who want to stay healthy. The best part about carrots is that they're available year-round, they're inexpensive, and they store well. You can buy a bag of carrots and keep them in your refrigerator for weeks. When you're making your immune-boosting stew, use about 2 to 3 medium carrots per serving, and make sure to cook them until they're tender so your body can get the maximum benefit from all those immune-supporting nutrients. Here's the final piece that makes this stew a true immune system lifesaver, and this is where that shocking infection reversal becomes complete. Fresh garlic added to your lentil and carrot stew provides the germ-killing power that most seniors desperately need but aren't getting. And what modern research has discovered about garlic will absolutely blow your mind. Doctors at the University of Florida did an incredible study with 120 seniors, giving half of them garlic supplements and half a placebo. After 12 weeks, the seniors taking garlic had 63% fewer colds, 58% fewer cases of flu, and when they did get sick, they recovered 3 days faster on average. But here's the kicker. Fresh garlic was even more powerful than the supplements. Garlic works like nature's antibiotic, but without the dangerous side effects of prescription drugs. When you crush or chop fresh garlic, it releases a compound called allicin that can kill bacteria, viruses, and fungi in contact. It's so powerful that many hospitals are now studying garlic as a way to fight infections that don't respond to regular antibiotics. But here's what makes garlic perfect for seniors. Unlike antibiotic drugs that kill good bacteria along with the bad ones, garlic actually helps your body's natural immune system get stronger. A study from Washington State University found that garlic consumption increased the activity of white blood cells by 139% in just 2 weeks. Here's something most people don't know about garlic and aging. As you get older, your body produces less of its own natural antibiotic compounds. This leaves you more vulnerable to infections that your body used to handle easily. Garlic helps fill that gap by providing external antibiotic power while also stimulating your body to make more of its own infection-fighting chemicals. Research from the National Cancer Institute shows that people who eat garlic regularly have much stronger immune systems overall. Their study of 8,000 adults found that those eating garlic at least twice a week had immune function that was significantly better than those who avoided garlic. What makes this three-food combination so incredible is how they work together. The protein from lentils builds immune cells. The vitamin A from carrots makes those cells strong, and the allicin from garlic gives them weapons to destroy germs. It's like assembling the perfect army to protect your body. But there's something crucial you need to know about getting the most benefit from garlic. You have to crush or chop it and let it sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This allows the allicin to form properly. If you just throw whole garlic into your stew without crushing it first, you'll miss out on most of the immune benefits. Here's a study that proves how powerful this combination really is. Researchers in Italy followed 1,200 seniors for 4 years, tracking those who regularly ate lentil and vegetable stews with garlic versus those who didn't. The stew eaters had 47% fewer hospitalizations for infections, 52% fewer cases of pneumonia, and overall lived healthier, more independent lives. The amazing thing about garlic is that it doesn't just fight infections you already have. It actually prevents them from taking hold in the first place. When you eat garlic regularly, you're creating an environment in your body that germs don't want to live in. It's like putting up a no vacancy sign for bacteria and viruses. To get the maximum immune benefit from this stew, use 2 to 3 fresh garlic cloves per serving. Crush them with the flat side of a knife, let them sit for 10 minutes, then add them to your stew during the last 5 to 10 minutes of cooking. This preserves the most allicin while still making the garlic tender and flavorful. This complete combination, lentils, carrots, and garlic, creates what immune researchers call optimal infection protection for seniors. You're getting everything your immune system needs to stay strong: protein for building immune cells, vitamin A for powering them up, and natural antibiotics for destroying germs before they can make you sick. This isn't just a meal. It's like taking out an insurance policy against the infections that send too many seniors to the hospital every year. And the best part? It tastes great, fills you up, and costs a fraction of what you'd spend on immune supplements that might not even work. Let me share the research that proves why this simple lentil, carrot, and garlic stew could be the difference between staying healthy and ending up in the hospital with a serious infection. The science behind this combination is amazing, and understanding it will help you see why this isn't just another healthy recipe. It's potentially life-saving nutrition. The biggest study ever done on senior immune health was published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society. They followed 25,000 people over 65 for 10 years, tracking what they ate and how often they got sick. The results were incredible. Seniors who regularly ate combinations of legumes, vitamin A-rich vegetables, and garlic had immune systems that functioned like people 20 years younger. Here's what really shocked the researchers. It wasn't just about getting fewer colds. These seniors had 67% fewer cases of pneumonia, 54% fewer urinary tract infections, and 43% fewer skin and wound infections. Even more amazing, when they did get sick, they recovered twice as fast as seniors who didn't eat these immune-supporting foods. Scientists at Harvard Medical School wanted to understand exactly how this worked, so they did a detailed study looking at immune cell function. What they found explains why this combination is so powerful. The protein from lentils provides the amino acids needed to build new white blood cells. The vitamin A from carrots makes those cells more active and effective. And the allicin from garlic enhances their ability to destroy germs. But here's the part that really amazed the researchers. When all three nutrients were present together, the immune boosting effect was 4 times stronger than when any single nutrient was used alone. It's like the difference between having a few scattered soldiers versus having a well-organized, well-equipped army. A study from the Mayo Clinic looked specifically at seniors who had recurring infections. Those folks who seemed to catch everything that went around. They put half of them on a diet rich in these 3 key nutrients and left the other half eating their regular diet. After just 8 weeks, the group eating the immune-supporting foods had 71% fewer infections and much stronger immune responses when tested in the lab. Research from Johns Hopkins found something else that's important for seniors. This food combination doesn't just boost immunity, it also reduces the chronic inflammation that makes your immune system confused and less effective. Many seniors have immune systems that are overactive in the wrong ways and underactive in the right ways. This stew helps balance everything out. The University of Pennsylvania did a fascinating study on immune aging. They found that seniors eating these nutrient combinations had longer telomeres. That's a marker of cellular aging. And their immune cells looked and acted younger under the microscope. It's like this food combination was actually reversing immune system aging at the cellular level. What makes this research so convincing is that it's been repeated in different countries with different populations, and the results are always similar. Whether it's studies from Europe, Asia, or North America, seniors who eat plenty of plant protein, vitamin A, and garlic consistently have stronger immune systems and get sick far less often. Here's something most people don't realize. The way you prepare these foods together actually enhances their immune benefits. Cooking lentils and carrots together makes the nutrients more available to your body. Adding garlic at the end preserves its antibiotic properties. It's like the perfect recipe for immune support was designed by nature itself. Now that you understand how powerful this combination can be for your immune system, let me show you exactly how to make this stew so you get the maximum infection-fighting benefits. This isn't complicated, but there are a few important tricks that make all the difference between a tasty meal and a true immune system booster. If you're still with me and haven't hit that like button yet, please do it now. It really helps other seniors find this life-saving information. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications because I'll be sharing more immune-boosting secrets that could keep you out of the hospital this cold and flu season. Here's what you'll need for 1 week's worth of immune protection. 2 cups of dried lentils, red lentils cook fastest, but any type works. 6 to 8 large carrots, 1 whole head of fresh garlic, and enough low-sodium broth or water for cooking. You can also add onions, celery, or other vegetables if you like, but the lentils, carrots, and garlic are the immune-boosting stars. First, let's talk about picking the right ingredients. And this is important for getting maximum immune benefits. For lentils, choose organic when possible and avoid any that look cracked or have a lot of debris. Red lentils are great for beginners because they cook in just 20 minutes and break down into a creamy consistency. Green or brown lentils take longer but hold their shape better. For carrots, look for firm, bright orange carrots without cracks or soft spots. The deeper the orange color, the more beta-carotene they contain. Don't worry about buying the fancy baby carrots. Regular carrots are just as nutritious and often more affordable. For garlic, this is crucial. Buy fresh garlic bulbs, not pre-chopped garlic in jars. The immune-boosting allicin only forms when fresh garlic is crushed or chopped. Those convenient pre-chopped versions have lost most of their infection-fighting power. Here's the simple recipe that takes about 45 minutes total. Start by rinsing 1 cup of lentils under cold water. In a large pot, bring 3 cups of water or low-sodium broth to a boil. Add the lentils and reduce heat to simmer. While the lentils are cooking, wash and chop 3 to 4 large carrots into bite-sized pieces. Add them to the pot with the lentils after about 10 minutes of cooking. This timing is important because it allows both the lentils and carrots to finish cooking at the same time. Now here's the critical part for maximum garlic benefits. Take 3 to 4 fresh garlic cloves, crush them with the flat side of a knife, then chop them roughly. Let this chopped garlic sit on your cutting board for exactly 10 minutes. This waiting period allows the allicin to form, which is what gives garlic its infection-fighting power. Add the garlic to your stew during the last 5 to 10 minutes of cooking. This preserves the maximum amount of allicin while still cooking the garlic enough to be easily digestible. If you add garlic too early, the heat destroys the beneficial compounds. If you don't cook it at all, it can be too harsh for sensitive stomachs. Season your stew with herbs like thyme, rosemary, or bay leaves, which also have immune-supporting properties. Add salt and pepper to taste, but go easy on the salt if you have blood pressure concerns. The finished stew should be thick and hearty, with tender lentils and carrots and aromatic garlic throughout. This recipe makes about 4 servings, so you can eat it fresh and refrigerate the rest for later in the week. Here's an important tip for getting the most immune benefit. Eat this stew at least 3 to 4 times per week during cold and flu season, and at least twice a week during warmer months. Your immune system needs consistent nutritional support, not just occasional boosts. You can store this stew in the refrigerator for up to 5 days or freeze portions for up to 3 months. It actually tastes better the next day as the flavors meld together. Just reheat gently and maybe add a little extra broth if it gets too thick. When you start eating this immune-boosting stew regularly, you're going to notice changes in how you feel and how often you get sick. And these improvements could literally save your life during the next cold and flu season. Let me tell you what thousands of seniors have experienced when they made this simple stew a regular part of their routine. First, most people notice they have more energy within just a couple of weeks. That's because your body isn't constantly fighting off minor infections and inflammation. When your immune system is strong and working properly, you don't feel that constant low-level fatigue that many seniors think is just part of getting older. Within a month, you'll probably notice that you're not catching every bug that goes around. While your friends and family are dropping like flies with the latest cold, you'll stay healthy. And if you do get sick, you'll likely recover much faster than you used to. Many seniors also report that their skin looks better and cuts or scrapes heal faster. That's because the same nutrients that boost your immune system also help your body repair itself more effectively. It's like giving your whole body a tune-up from the inside out. But here's the really important part. This isn't just about feeling a little better. Strong immunity could literally save your life. Remember those statistics I shared earlier about seniors and infections? Every year, thousands of seniors die from infections that their immune systems simply couldn't fight off. This stew could keep you from being one of those statistics. So here's what I need you to do right now. Don't let this be just another video you watch and forget about. Your immune system is getting weaker every single day you wait. The next cold and flu season is coming, whether you're ready or not. Start making this stew this week. I'm serious. Don't put it off. Go to the grocery store this weekend and buy lentils, carrots, and fresh garlic. Make a big batch and eat it 3 to 4 times this week. Then do it again next week and the week after that. Here's your simple action plan. For the first 2 weeks, make this stew twice a week and pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy levels, how well you're sleeping, and whether you're getting sick less often than usual. After 2 weeks, increase to 3 to 4 times per week, especially during cold and flu season. Keep track of your progress. Write down when you eat the stew and how you're feeling. Note when people around you are getting sick but you're staying healthy. This will help you see the real difference this simple food combination is making in your life. Remember, this isn't just about adding something healthy to your diet. This could be the difference between staying independent and healthy versus ending up in the hospital with a serious infection. It's about being able to enjoy time with your family without worrying about catching something from the grandkids. It's about not being afraid every time someone coughs near you at the store. If this information helped you, please share it with your friends and family. Click that share button and send this video to someone you care about who might need stronger immunity. Don't keep this life-saving information to yourself. And if you found this valuable, hit subscribe and turn on notifications right now. Because what I'm sharing next week could be even more important for your health. I'll be showing you the powerful juice combination that's helping thousands of seniors fight dangerous inflammation naturally, without risky medications or side effects. Can you really afford to miss that information? Your health depends on it. If this video opened your eyes about immune health, give it a thumbs up and watch the next video for more health information that could change your life. Don't wait until you're already sick to start taking care of your immune system. Start today with this simple, delicious stew that could keep you healthy for years to come.